From calling Messi an ass,
Messi might be like actually still
to declaring him the worst player in the world.
Messi like really might be the worst football player in the world.
Here's the real reason IShowSpeed can't stand Messi, and it's not what you think. So check this out. Someone sent Speed an emotional documentary about Messi's life.
Somebody sent me this video. They said after you watch this video, you will like Messi.
We're talking about a video that shows little Leo being told his body stopped growing due to growth hormone deficiency.
Leo, I'm sorry. You have a growth defect. Your body stopped growing.
No! Literally, a kid being told he might never achieve his dreams because of something completely out of his control. The video goes deep, showing Messi's World Cup heartbreaks, the tears, the weight of an entire country on his shoulders. Most people watching this would be reaching for tissues, right? But Speed?
Messi might be like actually still.
After watching a man's life story of overcoming impossible odds, and it doesn't stop there. This man visited a football kit store, saw a Messi jersey, and said,
Messi like really might be the worst football player in the world. Don't ever show me that kid, man.
His reasoning? All he can do is just dribble. Messi's got like 3-star skill moves in FIFA, bro.
I don't like Messi, but only thing he can do is dribble. Messi has like a 3-star skill move in FIFA, bro.
Guess what Ronaldo got? 5 stars. He's not a skill player. All he can do is dribble because he's like 5'3".
Guess what Ronaldo got? 5 stars. Yeah. Messi's not a skilled player. All he can do is, because he's like 5'3", bro.
Now, if you're like most people watching this, you're probably thinking, okay, I get it. Speed's just a Ronaldo fanboy taken to the extreme. Classic rivalry stuff. And honestly, that's exactly what I thought too. It makes perfect sense, right? Speed worships Ronaldo like he's literally his father.
Oh my God,
So obviously he's gonna hate Ronaldo's biggest competitor. But then I started digging deeper, and what I found will blow your mind. What if I told you that Speed's hatred for Messi has absolutely nothing to do with loving Ronaldo first? What if I told you that Speed's obsession with Ronaldo actually came after his issues with Messi? And here's the kicker. What if I told you that Speed originally wanted to be Messi's biggest fan?
What?
Yeah, you heard that right. Let me tell you a story that's gonna change everything you think you know about this whole situation. Picture this, it's 2023, Messi just signed with Inter Miami, and the whole world is buzzing. The greatest player of all time is coming to America, and guess who was absolutely hyped about it? IShowSpeed.
What?
This man was so excited to meet Messi that he literally drove 7 hours straight just to see him play. 7 hours! That's like driving from New York to Virginia just for a chance to see his idol. Now think about that for a second. You don't drive 7 hours for someone you hate. You don't spend an entire day of your life traveling to see someone you think is trash. Speed was genuinely excited, genuinely wanted to meet the man he considered the GOAT. But what happened next? Well, that's where our story takes a dark turn. Speed gets to the stadium, heart probably racing with excitement. He manages to get close enough to call out to Messi and listen to what he says.
Messi! Hey, Messi! Hey, Messi, look my way for 2 seconds!
Did you hear the desperation in his voice? This isn't hate talking. This is someone who genuinely admires someone begging for just 2 seconds of acknowledgement. And Messi's response? Complete silence. Didn't even glance in Speed's direction.
Por favor! Messi, look!
Imagine driving 7 hours, getting your hopes up, calling out to your idol, and getting treated like you're invisible. But wait, it gets worse. Speed later finds out that Messi didn't just ignore him in person. He actually blocked Speed's main Instagram account. Not because Speed had trolled him or said anything negative.
Guess who blocked me on Instagram? It's a football player. I go to Instagram, okay? Everything, you feel me? Everything might seem regular, right? I can't follow him, nor I can't DM him, right?
Remember, at this point, Speed was still a fan. Messi blocked him just because he didn't want to deal with him. Let that sink in. Your idol doesn't just ignore you. He actively prevents you from even seeing his posts. That's next level rejection right there. And here's where it gets really painful. Speed approaches Messi's wife, Antonella, probably thinking maybe she'd be more friendly than her husband.
Excuse me. Hey, Tiana, can I get a picture? She's ignoring me, bro.
Even Messi's wife couldn't be bothered to acknowledge this kid. The whole family had apparently decided that Speed wasn't worth their time. Now here's where the story gets really interesting. While all this rejection is happening with Team Messi, something completely different is going down with the Ronaldo family. Cristiano doesn't just acknowledge Speed, he treats him like family. He poses for pictures, engages with him, and makes him feel seen and appreciated. But it goes deeper than that. Cristiano Jr., Ronaldo's son, actually becomes friends with Speed. Speed. Not just social media friends, but they genuinely spend time together. Think about the contrast here. Messi's family treats Speed like he's some kind of pest to be avoided, while Ronaldo's family welcomes him with open arms. Where Messi sees a nuisance, Ronaldo sees potential. Now, I want you to put yourself in Speed's shoes for a minute. You're a young creator. You look up to someone. You drive 7 hours to meet them. You get ignored, blocked, and dismissed not just by them, but by their entire family. Then another superstar, their biggest rival, treats you like gold, brings you into their family, makes you feel valued and respected. Your brain is gonna do what any hurt person's brain does. It's gonna create a defense mechanism. And that defense mechanism sounds a lot like, well, if Messi thinks I'm not worth his time, then Messi's not worth my time either. This is why Speed can sit through an emotional documentary about Messi's struggles and still call him ass. It's not that he doesn't understand Messi's story or see his talent. It's that acknowledging Messi's greatness would make the rejection hurt even more. When Speed says Messi might be the worst player in the world, he's not giving you a football analysis. He's protecting himself from admitting that someone incredible thinks he's worthless. Every time Speed trashes Messi, he's really saying, you can't hurt me because I rejected you first. And this is why Speed's obsession with Ronaldo runs so deep. It's not just about football greatness, it's about validation. Every time Ronaldo treats him well, every interaction with Cristiano Jr., every moment where the Ronaldo family makes him feel included, that's proof that Speed is worthy of respect from football royalty. Ronaldo's acceptance heals what Messi's rejection broke. So here's the real tea, and I want you to remember this the next time you see Speed going off about Messi. He doesn't actually hate Messi, he's hurt by Messi. Speed's anti-Messi crusade isn't about football. It's about a young man who desperately wanted acceptance from someone he admired and got rejection instead. So he decided that if Messi was gonna reject him, he'd reject Messi right back, but louder, more publicly, and with more conviction than anyone could question. Here's the crazy part that keeps me up at night thinking about it. What if Messi had just looked at Speed for those 2 seconds he asked for? What if he'd taken that one picture? What if he'd shown just the tiniest bit of acknowledgement? We might be living in a completely different timeline right now. Instead of Speed being the president of the Messi is Trash fan club, he might have been out here defending Messi against Ronaldo fans. Instead of the football world being divided, we might have had the biggest content creator bridging the gap between both GOATs. One moment of kindness could have changed everything. The beautiful irony is that Speed's hatred for Messi actually proves how much he once cared. You don't invest this much emotional energy in someone you're truly indifferent about. The opposite of love isn't hate, it's indifference. And Speed is anything but indifferent about Messi. So the next time you see IShowSpeed calling Messi the worst player ever, remember what you're really witnessing. You're not watching football analysis. You're not seeing sports rivalry. You're watching someone who's still protecting themselves from the pain of being ignored by someone they once looked up to. Sometimes the loudest hate is just the quietest hurt turned all the way up. But hey, that's just my take. What do y'all think? Am I reading too much into this? Or does this explanation make perfect sense? Let me know in the comments below.